The views and opinions expressed by the guest author or speaker during this live session are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Reader's Magnet. The content shared is for informational purposes only and does not constitute endorsement or promotion of any particular belief, ideology, or product.
Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another awesome day here at RM Hive, and you're tuning in to Reader's Magnet featured author interview. I'm your host, Raven, and our featured author today brings a rich academic background in public administration and political science to his writing. Originally from Nigeria and now a naturalized US citizen, his experiences and perspective inspires thoughtful storytelling centered on ideas that connect people and communities. That is all welcome the author of Altruism, David O. Otebele. Hi, David. Thank you for joining us here today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and I want to talk about this book right here that you guys who are viewing it right now or can actually view on screen. The book is called Altruism. So, David, can you tell us about this book?
It's about New York City in the 90s, basically. Young people, facing crime, drugs, you name it. And due to their belief in this particular philosophy of altruism, they were able to overcome a lot of adversities. Not without, of course, challenges and unplanned pregnancies and crime, violence surrounding them. But they had some strong family support and education, of course, and believing in the philosophy of altruism.
I love how this book, from the title itself, Altruism, I know that the book is already having, strong empathy and sympathy and all of these stories, especially that you've actually, are taking back the readers back to the 90s and what's happening there. And I love that and how the stories, how you actually share the stories in there. And I just want to ask David, what or who inspired you to write this book?
Myself, basically, experience in New York City. I lived in New York City for years before relocating to Washington State. And my experience there, the challenges over there in New York City, inspired me. Me also believing in that philosophy of altruism, I decided to at least write something about it.
And what do you think your readers will take away after reading your book? Because I know a lot of people will actually learn from other people's experiences, and yours is actually something that you've personally experienced and shared in this. So, what do you think readers who should take away from reading your book?
Strong belief in themselves and also a particular philosophy. For me, altruism, living for the good of others, be good to yourself. You want to live for the sake of others, So I think they'll take a lot out of it.
You know what? One of the one of the things that I'm most excited about this book is the positive impact that this can bring. Because from the title itself, from helping others, about helping others as well. Um, um, Looking at yourself in the shoes of others, and this should actually have impact in the generations to come and current generations as well. And are you still planning to create a sequel for this book? Just to keep the momentum of the sharing the positivity out there.
I thought about it, but no. The hope is if it becomes like a movie, for instance,
Oh.
then we could write sequels and stuff.
Mm. And that's what's actually good. You know what? A while ago, when you were saying about the book, you said, um, this was New York in the '90s. I actually imagined some of the flashes, like, yeah, I can actually see this one, kind of like a movie as well. So I believe the type of writer you are is that you actually create picturesque, make the words so picturesque, so people can actually paint pictures inside their mind as they write the book. So I'm excited about this as well. And I just want to ask, when did you first realize that you wanted to be a writer or an author?
Well, my during my undergraduate years, I attended John Jay College of Criminal Justice in New York City,
Mm-hmm.
and I did a lot of writing there.
Mm.
Also, my graduate studies at Brooklyn College, City
Mm-hmm.
University of New York in Brooklyn. Um, a lot of writing there too. My
Mm-hmm.
master's program, and
Oh,
from my thesis, the research in my work uh, that I produce, um, I said to myself, you know, I'm definitely a writer from that
wow.
experience, from the college experiences.
Mm. And I love that you're actually, sharing your experiences. Was it difficult to share your own experiences in this book? Because I cannot share my own experience because I find it very difficult for me. How about
Well,
you? Was it difficult for you to
there-
share
there's
your own?
some there's some real stories there. Some of the
Oh,
things I experienced there, So
oh. So, so being a person, I know you have a background in the academe, and for an educated man who's, I know you're very busy and things like that. So I want to know what would be your work schedule like when you were writing?
well, I was a social worker
Mm-hmm.
investigating child abuse and neglect with
Mm-hmm.
the city of New York. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so it was 9 to 5
Mm-hmm.
job. Sometimes we work late when we go out to investigate child abuse and neglect.
Mm-hmm.
And, so with that, and also uh, my graduate studies too,
Mm-hmm.
combined with, because I was at Brooklyn College also at the time. And so combining my graduate work
Mm-hmm.
and my work as a CPS social worker,
Mm-hmm.
so it was difficult, but any little time I have, I tend to just write a chapter
Mm-hmm.
or less than a chapter down. So it was difficult, but I managed to write. And then it was handwritten. I
Mm-hmm.
had one of our secretaries in the office assisted me in
Mm-hmm.
typing my handwritten work. So it wasn't easy, but I managed to successfully completed the book.
Yes. And right now it's here. It's published already. So I guess you really had a hard time being a busy person, taking your time to write as well, which is I believe writing can also be like a therapeutic process as well, putting yourself out there, writing it, and it's like enlightening or lightening your burden as well. And now it's here. It's immortalizing all of these stories that you want to share as well. And I can see here an interesting, I love reading this to you. We have a comment here on Facebook. This is from Maxine Thorson. She said, it's interesting to hear about your writing routine. Every author seems to have their own way of finding the time and focus to create. And another one from Tashwana saying, your perspective brings an interesting dimension to the social issues explored in the story. Yes and yes. So, so we have actually heard it from the author right here, and uh, Right now, I want to ask as well, David. I know you've been busy when you were writing this, and this was back in the '90s, New York in the '90s, and right now it's already published here. And I want to ask this question: what was one of the most surprising things that you've learned when you were creating the book?
Well, I was able to complete the book. That was surprising to me, even
Mm-hmm.
though I knew I could write now.
Mm-hmm.
And so that I really appreciated a lot. And also, when I was writing the book, uh, just the way things are like flowing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it was just coming to me as I write, it was just coming to me. So that was also surprising to me, So I wasn't knocking myself saying, oh,
Mm-hmm.
what next? What next? It was just flowing. It was like easy flow
Wow.
to me. So that was really surprising to me.
Wow, I love that. Having such difficult time in because you have this like an hour a day in creating a chapter, and tomorrow, ba- basically your schedule is busy, and right now it's already off. I'm also if I were you, I'm also going to be surprised. Like, wow, I did this, created all of this, and it was handwritten first. I love the journey of this book. You have the story in this book, and the creation of that story of the creation of this book is another story to tell. And I love hearing authors about their process, about their schedules, and how they wrote the the book and what surprised them, because it's something it's so inspiring to hear these authors telling the story behind the story. And I love how your process actually worked. And we're here, your book Altruism, available everywhere. So if you guys are if you want to get the copy of this book, go ahead, check out David O. Otebele, and the book is called Altruism. And David actually found a question here. It also made me want to ask as well. One of our viewers actually asked you what made you choose the 1990s as the setting for this book.
Well, kind of was a young adult in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So, from the experiences also I had growing up in the 90s there in New York City,
Mm-hmm.
so I decided to just focus the story on that period,
Mm-hmm.
basically, some of the experiences. And, so I decided to at least focus on the 90s, so.
Yes. So many memories that should be you know should be written in books, be cemented in there, because as what I mentioned a while ago, a lot of people around the world actually could learn from the same experience that you had, and you have this in the book as well, so they can also learn from the stories from other people. And I'm so excited about how they can learn from this, on how you tell the stories as well, how you immortalize the memories or the experiences in there. And I hope a lot of people get to learn from that. And I want to ask this last question to you, David. Is your book advocating for a specific cause or agenda? And if so, what is it, and why do you think is it essential for you as a writer or an author?
Well, like I said earlier, there's a philosophy that I believed in,
Mhm.
I grew up with, and I hope he does inspire others too in this belief and able to change their lives,
Mhm.
you know, in being successful. There's a lot of challenges, of course, obstacles and things like that, but believing in yourself and trying to change things for yourself and for family, children, relatives and things of that nature. You want to be good, loving, want to change things Yes, I think that's an inspiration to believe in.
Nice. And right now, David, I want to give the floor to you. Tell us where we can find your book.
You mentioned it. Barnes and Nobles has it. Amazon. You could get it from Amazon, or you could get it from the publishers itself, Kravis and Sons. They're out of South Carolina, and you could get it directly from the publishers, but faster from Barnes and Nobles or Amazon at the moment.
Okay. All right, that's David O. Otebele, everybody. Get your copy of Altruism, available on Amazon, Barnes& Noble, and his publisher, Kravis and Sons. So, David, thank you for joining us here today at RM Hive. It's been an awesome time with you. I've learned so much from this conversation.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And guys, let's open the pages and unravel the secrets of your personal odyssey. And I believe that your ink never runs dry. So go tell your story, storyteller. This is your host, Revan. And as we say it here at Readers Magnet, we share your story with the world. Bye for now. Stay awesome.